I'm Janelle Anderson with Jensa Wellness, and I am doing a short introductory yoga video here. This is good for anybody in any trimester, but really I want to dedicate it to the overweight moms. I started my pregnancy at 210 pounds, and things are piling on a lot easier than I anticipated. But um, I'm so happy and enjoying this cute little button that I'm building here. So, if you haven't done yoga before, or maybe you did before, didn't keep up with it, or perhaps you do it regularly, I have found that there are some modifications and adaptations or variations that do really well during pregnancy, particularly when you start getting some low back pain and some hip pain. And I think these are my go-to ones that I'd like to share with you all. We'll go ahead and take a call from my husband first. And we're back. So, I am just in something comfy, just bringing myself. I am what I am. And I hope that every single one of you overweight moms can feel the same. We are what we are. Just love every minute that we can. We'll start with a couple deep breaths here. Nice big inhale deep into the belly, filling up the space around the womb, and a complete exhale with an audible sigh. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale deeply, lifting as you inhale, and then exhale, letting the shoulders hang down as you sigh out. Last one. Okay, now that we're here and calmer, comfortable with showing up, let's take another moment to share some gratitude with ourselves. It can be challenging as the emotions and changes of our bodies start to really impact our mind, how we carry ourselves. Let's just kind of sink into the moment. And first of all, notice that and acknowledge that if you are healthy enough to get pregnant, you are healthy enough to go through labor and birth and carry this child. So let's take a moment of gratitude and think about one thing that we do love about our pregnant bodies, whether it's our hair, our nails, the bump, feeling the baby, or maybe just our attitude. Maybe it's the benefits that we get. Whatever it is, I am grateful for. Inhale it in and exhale. Okay. And with that, we'll start moving. So, if this is uncomfortable for you to sit, consider maybe putting a large pillow under your hips. Sometimes just a little lift. Yeah, these are the shorts underneath here. Sometimes just a little lift can help ease up on the hips. It's also easier on the ankles if you give a lift. You can add as many blankets or folded blankets or pillows as you like. If you have a bolster, these also come in handy for a lot of things during, pregnancy and beyond. Okay, I'm going to sit up here. I don't like using my bolster because it can tilt the hips. Anyway, So here we are in a comfortable seat. Let's try to lengthen from the pelvis up through the crown of the head, imagining that our different spheres are beads on a string. So the pelvic bowl, the baby, the chest, and the head. We'll drop the right fingertips down and inhale, reach, painting the wall and the fingertip up, up and over. Finding some space in the side body, from the elbow down to the hip. Inhale and exhale. Switch to the other side. Again, reaching deeply. And back up. Okay. From here, we'll walk the fingertips behind us. We want to maintain integrity in the center line. So let's turn sideways. If this is as far as you are comfortable going, to open up, if this is where you must stop to keep your spine kind of in alignment, and what I mean in alignment is gently pulling the baby in and feeling an uplifting kind of energetic from the tailbone to the crown. If this is where you end up before starting to arch, that's fine. It's where you are. Just respect where you are. Otherwise, we'll start moving back slowly, maintaining that integrity. This is as far as I can go today. So while we're here, this might be a little challenging in the center line for us as we hold the baby in a bit and lift, kind of pushing down through the tailbone or the hip bones, kind of driving the knees towards the floor. Not until we feel pain, but just to keep a really strong foundation. Inhale. Don't forget your deep breathing. And then we'll release. We'll come to all fours on our mat or your space. Your space might be tiny like mine, but I'm using my tiny space to show you that if there's enough room to put your arms out like this, you can do yoga and feel better during your pregnancy. Okay, as we meet on all fours, we'll point the toes and let them rest on the mat. Here we'll want to relax the tops of the feet as they kiss the mat, and then we'll spread the fingertips wide, finding this big, large L shape between the finger and the thumb. And we'll use that kind of at, not a 90, we'll rotate, kind of like you're opening a jar. Rotate out a little bit. We'll place those palms roughly underneath the shoulder while the knees are underneath the hip points. And we'll push out from our L and fingertips, just sitting here. You might find some of a little bit of a stretch in the shoulder area, across the back of the spine. And don't forget to breathe. Here we are. We'll just breathe a little bit here in tabletop. Fill up the back body on the inhale, and on the exhale, just let it go and allow the baby to move. Your belly. Now inhale, filling up across the back body, and then exhale. Okay, now we're going to do a little cat count. I'm going to show you my favorite variation for pregnancy. Oh, by the way, I don't think I said, I'm 5 months. So woo-ha to all you gals with me in this journey at this time. Okay, inhale, look forward and draw the tailbone up. And exhale, we'll tilt at the tailbone, allowing the exhale to move all the way to the head and drop. Okay, so that's normal cat-cow. Let's do 2 of those. So two full cycles. Inhale, look forward, keeping that integrity in the shoulders. Then exhale, just trying to go vertebrae by vertebrae. And this can help to relieve some of the round ligament pain if you've been feeling that, which comes kind of in the lower abdomen. It can be sided, central, and a little bit of your low back pain can also be relieved this way. I'd say it's a really good thing to do prior to bedtime. Okay, so we'll meet in tabletop, and I'm going to show you another variation. And if your wrists are getting a little challenged here, that's fine. Just kind of come off of them. Maybe curl the toes under and come off of them and give them a rest for a minute. We'll get there, little bit by little bit. For some reason, this pregnancy, I've just been really, really, I guess, anxious to improve my fitness level. It's a kind of a weird time to want to do that, but I'm going to give my body the best opportunity it can to have an unmedicated birth effortlessly. Okay, we'll meet back in tabletop. Again, pushing out of our foundation through the L shape, the flesh of the L shape, and the fingertips. Pushing out, finding expanse across the back body between the shoulder blades. And then here we'll inhale, look forward, tilt the tailbone up, and then on the exhale, we'll hinge back. Slowly hinge back. And this is where you're going to find some expanse between the low back and the mid back. Give as much space to the baby as need be, and stop when you can't go any further. You can just sit here for a minute if you need to. Dropping the neck, the head, letting it hang. Just let's everybody try that. Just inhale and exhale. Let the head hang. Okay. And then bending the elbows. We'll inhale, look forward and come through. Inhale. And then exhale. Hinge back. This can feel really juicy if you're tight in the mid and low back. Okay, and I want to show you one more here. Now this one is going to be very simple, but just looking over the right shoulder and bumping, let's see. Looking over the left shoulder, got mixed up there, and bumping your hips in the same direction. So as I look to you, I'm finding expanse on the opposite side. And then I'll bump the hips to the right and look over my right shoulder, and then I'm feeling it here. And every day will be different. It's totally fine. Just respect where you are. Okay, and then here's one more cat-cow variation that I absolutely love to get into the hips. So we'll draw the toes together, and then we'll move the knees out as wide as your mat. And if you're not using a mat, that's fine. Let's just say it's about probably 6 inches from directly underneath the hip point. Okay, and then we'll just put the palms out a little bit in front, and now we're going to rotate. Just swing to the right, come up, swing out to the left, and back. You should feel this in the groin area and the inner thighs. Let's just go nice and smooth. Not dipping here. We want to protect our back by holding the baby in close. Here's one good rotation. Okay. I want to show you one more before I sign off here today. And please take as much time in any of these positions as you like. This has been an untraditional kind of yoga session here, more like a workshop, but that's fine. So we'll meet and seated. Cross the leg, one leg on top of the other. And then we'll slowly go forward. This is fire log pose. I'm going to find some stiffness in the top foot and slowly lean forward. This is going to find a little stretch in the back. Hi, honey. In the glutes. We'll inhale deeply and exhale completely. I have a visitor now. Okay. Let me finish, honeybee. I love you. Okay, and then you can switch. And do the other side.
I was in the video.
Don't forget to breathe into it. Notice the difference in this side versus the other side. And as always, when you're done, just take a second to just sit and take some nice, easy breaths. Thanking yourself for taking the time to take care of your body. And your mental state. All part of the same thing. Inhale, reach up, lengthen, draw the hands down to the heart, to the belly, to the third eye, and the lips. Speak your truth. Thank you.